a new era! Ladies and gentlemen, a new era on Monday Night Raw. A new era of rematches. New era. We are live, man! Wow. What a lazy show tonight, man. New era, same old shit. Lazy show, lifeless show. But we have a new number one contender for the WWE Championship. The thing is, Seth Rollins isn't going to be in contention for the WWE Championship until after Survivor Series. So why are we bothering with this now? Also, Bearcat Lee have a lot to say on his, his fourth repackaging? Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch announced for the Raw Women's Championship next week. Is WWE set to take the title off of Becky Lynch so she doesn't have to wrestle Charlotte Flair at the Survivor Series? And we got all your news and rumors in WWE for the day. I don't need a new era. I don't need a season premiere. You want to know why? Because I am every era right here on Off the Script.
AEW successful? Why is Tony Khan running his promotion better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are running Monday night and Friday night? Long-term booking.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Monday Night Raw season premiere for 2021 post-show right here on Off the Script. I am JD from New York, and this is the OTS venue. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Monday night, October 25th, 2021. You know, I don't really understand what a season premiere is in the pro wrestling landscape. I don't know what exactly it means in the WWE sense. The only thing I could really wrap my head around is, hey, you, over there, watch me, please. Our show sucks. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. Our creative is terrible. Please, 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 for the love of God, watch my terrible show. That's what a season premiere is for WWE. I don't know what else to think. I thought this was a new era. What happened? I was sold on a new era of Monday Night Raw. What did this new era entail, folks? What happened on this new era? We got Liv Morgan versus Carmella. Wow. Wow, that's a new era, man. Holy shit. How many times have we seen that one before? 4 times? 4 times. Great. Great. Weren't they on SmackDown 2 weeks ago? New era. WWE actually had Randy Orton and Matt Riddle booked against AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw Tag Team titles. They deleted that and gave us 2 Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler matches tonight, man. Wow! Nothing spells new era like Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. What else happened on tonight's show, folks? We got the same old introduction to the show. Nothing new. Same old shit theme music. Same old feeling of, oh, God. I don't believe I have to sit here and watch this shit for 3 hours. Monday Night Raw. Same old shit in the beginning. Big E comes out. I'm the WWE champion. Who's next to challenge me? Out comes Seth Rollins. Out comes Rey Mysterio. Out comes Kevin Owens. Out comes Finn Balor. Everybody wants a fucking title shot. For doing what exactly? The fuck do I know? What do I know? Bearcat Lee. What a debacle this is, huh? Bearcat Lee. Awesome. They even added the roar to his theme music. Wow, that's going to get over big time, man. Holy shit. Keith Lee is now a main event guy in WWE. Listen, I don't hear all the geeks online that wanted to proclaim to me that this was Keith Lee's idea to be a Bearcat. Or is it a bear claw? I don't know. I can't tell the fucking difference, man. I would rather walk into Starbucks and order a bear claw than watch Bearcat get destroyed by Vince McMahon. This guy is DOA, folks. Dead on arrival. When is his contract up? Somebody give him TK's number. Stat. Damian Priest had his theme music changed for what? I don't fucking know. It was one of the best theme musics in all of WWE in this new era. Now let's change it. Let's change it. And then we got the Queen of Cringe, Becky Lynch, continuing her feud with Bianca Belair. I thought this was a new era. I'm sorry. Didn't you draft new women to the roster? Where's Rhea Ripley? What happened to those tag team championships, man? Oh, my God. I don't hear all the geeks online complaining about that now like I've been complaining for the last 3 years. Dead. And so is Rhea Ripley. Where's Tegan Nox? Didn't you draft her to Monday Night Raw? Why isn't she on the show? Where's Karrion Kross? He may be looking for his wife. She's been missing since day one. This show sucks. Everything about this show sucks. There's nothing different. It is a half-assed fucking febile attempt to spawn to the idiots out there. Oh, look, we got change coming to Monday Night Raw. The landscape of WWE will be forever changed. I don't know what the fuck you guys are watching, but what I watched is the same old fucking 3 hours, the same goddamn show, but with a slightly different cast of characters. This show is absolutely unwatchable. But all the fucking other check marks in the community, all these other fucking half-witted idiots, they'll go on their platforms and their podcasts and Raw was good. That ladder match was awesome. KO. Finn Balor. Oh, Big E. Big E and Seth Rollins. What a program that's going to be. Who gives a shit? Really, who gives a flying fuck about Big E and Seth Rollins now when he has Roman Reigns to look forward to? Could book a better show in a fucking coma than these goddamn people. We're going to break it down tonight. Let you people know exactly what the fuck went on for this horrendous 3 hours of a show. We're going to go over the new WWE schedule. Apparently their pay-per-view schedule is now revealed for 2022. Mostly Saturdays is when we're getting pay-per-views. Great. What a way to throw a wrench into my fucking podcast afternoon on Saturday afternoon. Great job there, Bruce. Or is it Nick Khan, man? Which one of you guys is making that decision? We'll go over that. We'll go over Bearcat Lee being interviewed by he who shall not be named with the fucking disgusting-looking pussy emo haircut. That works for Fox. You know who he is. I don't need to mention his name. You should already know who the fuck that is. He was interviewed by that guy. We'll go over exactly what Bearcat Keith Lee, said on that very podcast about working with Vince McMahon. And then we'll go over the obvious, terrible show that was Monday Night Raw tonight, break it down like we can only do here on Off the Script. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Monday nights. I know some of you are still watching Monday Night Football, which I do not blame you at all. Tuesday's the World Series, man. Braves, Astros, Game 1 in Houston. Charlie Morton's going for the Braves. Hopefully we win it. I'm saying Braves in 6. Braves in 6. I absolutely was stunned this afternoon. I walked out of my house, and I walked to Dunkin' Donuts tonight, and I swear on my grandfather's soul, I never in my entire life in this area have seen a Houston Astros anything worn in this area. Today, I see a Houston Astros full jacket being worn. I asked myself, where the fuck did you come from? That's a new one. That's a very regular thing to see a Braves hat in New York City. I see it all the time. But a Houston Astros jacket now? Where are you living, bro? Do you live here? Because I never seen you before. They come out of the woodwork like fucking cockroaches. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Braves in 6. That's my prediction. I probably jinxed them, but I feel good. I feel good about them this year. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a new sponsor for the show today, and I'm very happy to have them on board. We are going with Exter today. The finest and the most smartest wallet you could ever purchase. Now is on Off the Script, man. We got Exter as a family member of the Off the Script family. We're going to go over this and do some nice demonstration for you a little bit later in the show. If you guys want to go and get yourself an Exter wallet, you guys can absolutely get yours today. And go to Exter.com. You guys are going to use the discount code Jerry5 to save some extra money on your wallet, man. We're going to do a nice demonstration. We got a key tracker as well. Listen, if you lose this wallet, you ain't losing it. You ain't losing it, man. This wallet absolutely will go right back to its rightful owner, man. Even if you lose your phone, this wallet's gonna find your phone. Telling you right now, man, it's a fucking thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. We're gonna go over it. We're going to do a demonstration a little bit later in the show, and I want to thank them for being a part of the family right here on OTS. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Hit that subscribe button as well. I just said that. But hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, hit the thumbs up is what I meant. Hit the thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 likes on the video today. It helps me out greatly when you guys hit that thumbs up down below. Also, hit the join button. Make sure you guys become a VIP member right here in the venue You guys are going to get access to those off-the-script emotes that are only available on this channel during the live streams. And make sure you guys also sign up to get those custom badges as well to show off your VIP status. So please join the channel and become a VIP member right here on OTS. Get those super chats in. The bar is rocking and rolling in the venue, man. We got the finest of cold beverages. So make sure you guys get them on in. And we'll hang out at the end of the show and take your super chats at the end of the show. If you guys want to support the podcast in other ways, you can certainly do that. Look at these hats, man. We got off-the-script hats now available. Off-the-script hats now available. Finally. I got off-the-script hats. Only available on Patreon. Make sure you guys go to patreon.com/JD from NY 206. Sign up annually. And you guys will get not only the hat, but a t-shirt and an off-the-script baseball bat, beer mug, dugout mug. Awesome stuff. Exclusive items only on Patreon. T-shirts, bonfire.com. Link is right underneath the video player that you're watching right now. Click the shirt you want. It'll take you right to Bonfire. Don't forget to go get your t-shirts and rep the podcast wherever you guys may be. And if you missed any of the content on the channel, make sure you guys go check that out on the homepage. We got an extra that we did about the Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch situation with more news coming out of it that I will have for you tomorrow on another extra. Make sure you guys go check that stuff out on the homepage. And that is also a great way to support the channel and the podcast. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. We got 2,000 in the venue. We're going to hit the top of Monday Night Raw with Big E. Big E started Monday Night Raw. He doesn't have a challenger for the WWE title. So Big E welcomed everybody to Monday Night Raw. He said, including the boys and girls, the cats and the dogs. It's great. I didn't know it was Nickelodeon hour on WWE Raw with the WWE champion. He made some obvious hometown Houston references because that's where they were, in the Toyota Center on Monday Night Raw. The crowd then started a "Let's Go Astros" chant. I already hate this show with the power of 1,000 suns. Let's go Astros, said Toyota Center. Good luck. Big E wished the Astros good luck. Big E tipped his hat to Drew for making him better today than he was a week ago. He said there's no rest for the weary. He asked who among the influx of new wrestlers are coming for his title. Out comes Seth Rollins, and I rolled my eyes and knew that this was not a surprise whatsoever. There was a report a couple of weeks ago that Big E, as WWE champion, would have Seth Rollins lined up as one of the first opponents for the WWE championship. I absolutely don't mind this at all, number one. Number two, I absolutely would have loved to see this before we got to this point. I actually pitched this match for my makeshift or my dream WrestleMania match earlier in the year when they were both on SmackDown. They weren't really doing much of anything. I'm like, all right, if Big E's going to be considered a top contender in the WWE, why don't you start him off against Seth Rollins? And I booked that match, fantasy booked that match for WrestleMania. Funny thing is, now we're getting it now. Big E's the WWE champion, and Seth Rollins is the challenger for the WWE championship. Seth came in. He was acting very obnoxious like he usually does, dancing around and laughing. He said Big E must know why he's there. Big E says he lost to Edge, so he goes to the back of the line. Holy shit, we have somebody on this show that absolutely knows the rules of what should be done. Big E acknowledges that Seth Rollins is a loser and he doesn't need right now to be in the ring because there are other people that are probably a little bit more deserving than Rollins to get a championship match. And he said, get to the back of the line. Either that or Big E has been watching AEW, Dynamite. Because usually when things happen over there, they make sense. So Seth got angry. He said he went through hell on Thursday, and he earned his stature on SmackDown, and he wants to know if Big E will be like Roman Reigns or be a fighting champion. Wow, what a way to put down Roman Reigns. You mean to tell me that Roman Reigns is not a fighting champion? Why the shade at Roman Reigns? I don't really understand that. And I don't really understand why Rollins says he's earned his stature on SmackDown. You lost. It doesn't matter who you are. You're a loser. You're coming out of a pay-per-view loss to Edge. If there's one guy on this brand that should be in the ring with Big E, it's the guy that beat Rollins at Crown Jewel, Edge. Rey Mysterio came out. Another guy who doesn't deserve a fucking burrito if you handed him one, or if he asked for one. Rey Mysterio interrupted and said clearly, Seth's vision is impaired after being bashed by Edge. He says it's been a while since they've seen eye to eye. Listen, Ray, I would appreciate you don't throw around Transformers references. It was my favorite childhood show. And I would appreciate if you don't throw back to the references of your terrible feud with Rollins in which you had a fake eyeball plucked from your head. Please. I would rather forget about that. He listed his titles, the titles that he's won, and he said he'll do anything to win the WWE title one more time. So Ray is pretty much saying that his resume speaks for itself. But the thing is, folks, I can't even tell you when Rey Mysterio had a match last and won. So we're going backwards here. Rollins doesn't deserve a championship match, and neither does Rey Mysterio. Unbelievable. We're 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2 in illogical booking scenarios already on Monday Night Raw, and it hasn't even been 8 minutes yet. So Finn Balor comes out. He comes out next, and this is the prototypical segment on WWE television where Big E's in the ring cutting a promo. Rollins' music hits. He comes out to cut a promo. Rey Mysterio's music hits. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Booyaka, booyaka, Rey Mysterio. He comes out, says what he has to say. Then Finn Balor comes out. His music hits the PA. He comes out. I don't know who books these segments the way that they do, man, but it is awful. It is genuinely awful. So Finn Balor comes out next. He says he has nothing but love for Rey Mysterio. Everybody has love for Rey Mysterio. And he says he's a 2-time NXT champion. I don't see how that is prevalent in this discussion because every time NXT is mentioned, WWE doesn't really acknowledge, and especially that version of NXT. I don't know why that would be up for discussion in this situation. You're a 2-time NXT champion. Oh, man. That's what you're coming to me with? That's why you deserve a WWE because you're a 2-time Triple H NXT champion. Oh, man. Yeah, those title reigns are so important that they fucking omitted and deleted Charlotte Flair's NXT title reigns. Yeah, NXT's really important. 2-time Intercontinental Champion and the first ever Universal Champion that he held for less than 24 hours. Again, I don't see how any of this is really pertinent to the discussion having between these three guys on Monday Night Raw? I don't know. Then Kevin Owens comes out. The one guy I would like to see win this match. He's also a loser. Not because he is a loser, but WWE has treated him as a loser. He's had more KO shows than matches on SmackDown, but yet he's coming out and asking for a WWE title match. It's unbelievable. So, Owens says he doesn't want to be that guy, but if everyone is going to talk about their accolades, he's a former NXT champion. Oh, man, he's a former NXT champion. Oh, man. And these guys are fucking comedians, man. They are comedians. We got Balor and Owens throwing, oh, yeah, I'm an NXT champion. I deserve a title match. You kidding me? Give me a break, bro. I'm surprised that was even in the script. Honestly. He's a former NXT champion, a 3-time United States champion, because they treat that title like prestigious, right? Give me a break. 2-time Intercontinental champion. He won the Universal title in the arena that they were in, only to lose it to Goldberg and get buried by Goldberg. So he's spewing his case as well. Said he beat Rollins on that night to win the title. Seth attacked him. And he took shots at Ray and Balor too. Sonya Deville came out and announced a fatal 4-way ladder match to determine the number one contender for Big E and the WWE Championship. Give me a second. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Get Stewie Griffin out of the chat. Get Stewie Griffin out of the chat. Get him out. Get him out. Where was I? Where was I? Very formulaic. Very formulaic. I don't know why they continue to book these segments the way that they do. I don't know why they just couldn't have Sonya Deville come out and announce, hey, this is a new era on Monday Night Raw. Come out after Big E speaks. Come out and say, listen, E, listen, bro, I got to talk to you. We got 4 new roster members lined up for you, and they're going to be battling in a fatal 4-way ladder match tonight to determine who wrestles you next for the WWE Championship. And that's it. And that's it. That's all they needed to do. Yet they go about this in the most formulaic way. Kevin Owens is a fucking loser because WWE has given him nothing to do. Seth Rollins lost to Edge. There's one guy in this WWE locker room on Raw that deserves a title match. It's Edge. Finn Balor lost to Roman Reigns at the last pay-per-view before Crown Jewel because God struck him down off the top turnbuckle. And he lost to Xavier Woods in Saudi Arabia in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Finn Balor is a loser. And then we have Rey Mysterio. I can't even tell you when the last time he had a match and one was. So WWE continues to have losers get rewarded. I had people online claim to me, JD, you're a hypocrite. They did a ladder match on AEW, and you didn't complain about it. So why are you complaining about it on Raw? You'll find anything to complain about. This is what I hear on social media. This is what I hear on social media. So let me tell you, you fellow social media idiot, why this sucks, okay? Number one, when you come to me and compare AEW to WWE, don't. Because the answer is going to be the same fucking thing every single time. I don't know, and please elaborate if you know the answer, because I don't. I don't. Has AEW ever had a segment the way WWE had a segment tonight, where people who are undeserving come out and start asking Kenny Omega for a fucking title match? Number one. Number two, the ladder match that they had, that Adam Page won, everybody in that match won wrestling matches. Adam Page won wrestling matches before he took a 2-month hiatus. So why are we comparing a ladder match that made sense to a ladder match that doesn't make sense on Monday Night Raw? Can you please explain to me why you always use AEW as a crutch for WWE's shortcomings instead of telling me what is happening on Raw? That the show sucks. Stop comparing filet mignon to a piece of fucking $2 steak that I could get at the Puerto Rican restaurant that's overcooked. Stop. Stop it. Give me a fucking break. It is not the same. None of this made sense. Yet, this is done because WWE is desperate for attention. WWE is always looking to be cool and act different, and at the same time, they're not acting cool, and they're not any different than they were last week. Stop. It doesn't make sense. I wish WWE would have done one thing and one thing only with Big E. I don't know. We're fucking 4 weeks away from the Survivor Series. How about building that Raw versus SmackDown turmoil that's seemingly non-existent at this point? I don't give a fuck who Big E's challenger is for the WWE Championship. We're not going to see it until he gets through Roman Reigns. And at that point, he's losing anyway. Good luck with that one. And there are people out there that believe Big E's going to beat Roman Reigns. Oh my God, I would love to examine what the fuck you got going on upstairs, man. I really would. This opening sucked. What a complete pile of dog shit was this opening segment. New era, same old shit. The Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins versus Bobby Roode, Big Bob, and Dolph Ziggler versus the Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis. The winner of this triple threat match earns a future Raw Tag Team title match. The future Raw Tag Team title match, I was not aware, is happening in the very same evening on tonight's show. Because WWE just doesn't know how to bust a nut and blow a load in 3 seconds. So, Orton and Riddle, they were backstage watching this match sideways, because that's exactly what they do. Roode was in control against Ford after the break. Dawkins got a hot tag, rallied, made a big babyface comeback. Gable and Otis took over, landed a clothesline into a German suplex, which looked a little too German. He almost flipped fucking Dawkins completely over in the German suplex. Man, nasty, nasty looking German suplex. Ford made the save with a top rope splash on Gable. Ford landed a running flip dive onto Otis. Dawkins landed a spine buster on Bobby Roode. Ford then climbed the top rope. And then all of a sudden, Homage comes out. Omos comes out. He walks out and Ford is on the top turnbuckle and he just, he sees Omos coming down the aisle and he stops what he's doing for Omos instead of executing the frog splash off the top rope. So Omos walked out, Ford turned towards him and leapt at him because, it makes sense to leap at somebody that's not in the fucking match. Omos caught him and threw him into the barricade. Dawkins reached for Omos, but Omos punched him. Roode and Ziggler gave Dawkins a zigzag spinebuster combination finishing move for the 1, 2, 3, and Bobby Roode, Big Bob, and Dolph Ziggler earn a future Raw Tag Team title match. It's amazing, man. It's amazing how this is a new era of Monday Night Raw. I'm sorry if I complain, but weren't all three of these teams on SmackDown? Now we're seeing them on Raw. How is this a new era when all three of these teams were actually on the same brand 3 weeks ago? Oh, but I'm not supposed to tell you that one, right? I'm not supposed to tell you that forbidden information. What do I look like, a fucking half-witted idiot? Are you serious? Number 2, you got the Street Profits in this match, and then you got Otis and Gable in this match, but you opt to give Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler the tag team title opportunity. I don't see how that is interesting to anybody at all. Why aren't Chad Gable and Otis a little bit further along than where they are right now? Like, I get it. I get what WWE is doing here. They're building a Street Profits versus AJ Styles and Omos feud because, I mean, let's be real. How many more matches can we see with AJ and Omos versus RKBro? So now we're just substituting RKBro for the Street Profits, man. Yeah, that's going to be great. That's going to be really fucking fun, right? No match with Omos is fun. I get what they're doing. They're just biding time for the Survivor Series because RK-Bro and the Street Profits is a money match, right? For as long as Matt Riddle and Randy Orton are a tag team. Or I would like to see Otis and Gable versus RK-Bro. I think that'd be a good match, to be perfectly honest with you. But RK-Bro is going to have the Usos at Survivor Series. You would never know that because there was no Survivor Series build on this show, and we're 4 weeks out of the Survivor Series. Then WWE wants to know why nobody's buying tickets to the fucking Survivor Series. If you put a little fucking effort into the goddamn Raw versus SmackDown build, then maybe people would buy tickets. I'm sorry, Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, man. So WWE pretty much told you that this match is coming up later, and they're pretty much telling you when you should go walk your dog. I don't understand why WWE thinks anybody would be interested in Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler getting a fucking tag team title opportunity. Give me a break. Zelina Vega, Queen Loser. She's in the ring getting coronated as the Queen of WWE. It's funny how they're calling her Queen Zelina. I guess Charlotte Flair has lost that title of Queen. I'm not even sure if Charlotte's going to be able to come down the aisle and they have her announced from the Queen City. She doesn't seem so queen-like in the last 5 days or so. Zelina's in the ring. She won this tournament. She was the underdog, apparently, in this tournament. Zelina said she would stand no more for this treatment. She complained to Mike Rome about how she was introduced. She asked him to do better. I wish the talents would tell fucking Bruce Pritchard and his writing team to do better. Mike Rome does a fine job. Never mind Mike Rome. He tried again. He called her, Your Majesty, your one and only official queen of WWE, Queen Zelina. She was sitting on a throne in the middle of the ring and said for too long she's been underappreciated for her greatness. I'm sorry, are we talking about your husband? She must be very confused somewhere. She said her ascension to the throne was always her destiny. She said her subjects will now bow to her, the official queen. She said she might be a generous queen, or a cruel queen, or maybe even a beautiful queen. A queen to be loved or queen to be feared. Then they showed all the women backstage watching a monitor sideways, because that's exactly how we watch fucking television, Bruce. Right? Tamina, DouDrop, Dana Brooke. I guess the green beans weren't fucking properly heated. She's watching TV. She's actually a part of the women's division. Nikki Trash, Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan, man. That's your women's division on Monday Night Raw. That is your women's division on Raw. Awful. Zelina said, if you aren't the most powerful person in the room, you are nothing. She said the crown proves she is the best. She went on and on and on, and then DouDrop comes out and interferes. And we're getting a DouDrop versus a Zelina Vega. Queen Zelina. I'm sorry. Queen Zelina versus DouDrop. But I thought this was a new era of Monday Night Raw. I'm sorry. I thought we saw this match on Thursday last week. We're getting another DouDrop and Zelina Vega match that absolutely nobody in this human existence asked for. It's great. It's great. This coronation absolutely was a waste of time. It lasted longer than the actual tournament itself, which is quite sad. Or at least the first and second rounds. The final lasted 6 minutes, folks. Wow. 6 minutes between DouDrop and Zelina Vega. You know how many times? You know how much time they went tonight? 3. They went half the amount of time they did at Crown Jewel. So Zelina cheats to win here. Double knee strike for a near fall. She removed the top turnbuckle pad. Ref tried to retie it. She then takes her scepter that she won in the Queen's Crown, Queen's Fraud tournament, and she hits DouDrop with the scepter to get the cheap victory. And Queen Zelina wins in 3 minutes. There are geeks, stans, and superfans out there that are praising Zelina Vega for being queen of the ring. She won the worst tournament in the history of WWE, and I don't really look at that as being much of an accolade. She really doesn't add anything to the women's division, and WWE isn't booking her to really be any better than what she was when she was losing 10 straight matches on SmackDown. Now we just got to see more of her and listen to more of her cut a fucking terrible English accent, because you can't be a king or a queen if you don't have an English accent. What a waste of fucking time, man. If this is any indication of the women's division on Monday night, I know where I'll be, in the fucking kitchen, making myself a goddamn snack. Dana Brooke knows about snacks, let me tell you. We go from Zelina to cringe. Becky Lynch. Big time cringe. Becky Lynch. I'll have more news on Becky Lynch tomorrow. This Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair situation that happened at the end of SmackDown. If you guys don't know what happened, there was a major backstage confrontation between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. It all started after Charlotte, quote-unquote, dropped the title after Becky tried to play tug-of-war with her, and then Becky threw her title at Charlotte Flair. So, PW Insider reported early Saturday morning following SmackDown on Friday that the issue was after Flair was said to have voiced her concerns to WWE management before the show went on the air regarding that segment where the two champions exchanged women's titles. Flair didn't want to look weak, and she didn't want her title reign to look weak during that segment. The segment went on as scheduled with no changes made. During that segment, there was a moment where Flair was to hand the belt to Lynch, but she pulled it away and threw it on the mat instead, which was not planned. WWE absolutely was in the wrong here for booking this segment. And they actually pulled this part of the segment from the replay that they aired the next night on Fox. Sonya Deville then yelled at Flair to pick up the title and give it back to Lynch, which Charlotte did. When Lynch was asked to hand over her title, Lynch tossed the title at Flair, and that was not a part of the plan. The segment got back to being planned when Sasha Banks came out and interrupted. So after the show was over, there was a confrontation between Lynch and Flair backstage over Flair allegedly disrespecting Lynch by trying to make Becky look bad. There were loud words exchanged between the two. Now, Charlotte reportedly is isolating herself from the WWE locker room friends of Charlotte Flair do not recognize her anymore, and Becky Lynch is looked at as a hero backstage, and everybody is jumping on the Charlotte Flair hate train right now. And Wade Keller from PW Torch, he reported this situation, and he said, and I quote, "From what I'm told from people behind the scenes, is that none of the women want to work with her. Like, not in the ring, not in a match, not on the microphone, and I've sort of been not going into tons of detail on it. And some situations, there's been some speculation that I didn't want to get into terms with of what's going on and what's causing it, but it became newsworthy again on SmackDown. I specifically reached out to people in seeking out Charlotte's side of this because from people that I've been talking to, it just feels so one-sided. And these are people I trust and I talk to about other things. This isn't like I'm talking to people who are anti-Charlotte. It's just sort of people in WWE I talk to, some wrestlers and others who are just reliable. And the stuff that they tell me seems agenda-free and it's played out as standing the test of time before. I don't hear anyone defending Charlotte in this. Somebody in so many words said Becky is a hero to the locker room for calling out Charlotte and not letting her get away with what she does anymore. I'm not going to read the rest of it because I want to save it for tomorrow. There was another report where Charlotte claimed that it was completely an accident that she dropped the title. And there's another report claiming that Charlotte pitched to lose the championship to Bianca Belair on Monday Night Raw the previous week so that they didn't have to do the swapping of the titles on SmackDown. Now, I don't know how much of that report I believe because I've been saying this, and you guys know for the last 5 years, Charlotte Flair is a bitch. There's nothing about that woman that speaks to that locker room as, I want to help this division get better. I want to help all of the talent underneath me get better. There's a reason why Charlotte won the Royal Rumble when Shayna Baszler should have won the Royal Rumble. You guys remember that. There's a reason why Charlotte Flair won the NXT Women's Championship and beat Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania when it should have been the other way around, only for her to go to NXT and bury that entire division, and Rhea Ripley has never, since that loss, recovered. There's a reason why Charlotte Flair was in the main event of WrestleMania with Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey, and that's because Charlotte Flair could not stand not being in that main event. She did not understand that the main event did not need Charlotte fucking Flair. There's a reason why she's the queen, and she's a, 13-time women's champion? When she's not even the best woman on her brand. People say she's the best women's wrestler in the world. Where? Where? She's not the best women's wrestler on her brand. She's not the best women's wrestler in the WWE. Where are you people getting your information and opinions from? I don't believe the story that she wanted to drop the title to Bianca Belair because that doesn't really sit with me as what Charlotte would do. If that's the case, she wants to drop the title to Bianca Belair. Why didn't you drop the title to Rhea Ripley? Why didn't you lose the NXT Women's Championship to Rhea Ripley at TakeOver in your house last year? Why did you beat Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania last year? No, but you want to drop the title to Bianca Belair. Give me a fucking break. Why didn't Shayna Baszler eliminate you in the Royal Rumble? I don't understand it. Why did you need to be in the WrestleMania main event when everybody wanted Becky versus Ronda one-on-one? We may never get that match now. So I don't believe that story at all about Charlotte Flair. At all. Doesn't add up. I do believe she didn't want to swap the championships. Not because it was a shit booking decision. I believe she didn't want to do it because it would make her look bad. She didn't want to do it because it would make Charlotte Flair look bad. But WWE is to blame here. WWE is to blame here for this segment. Don't book shit segments and you won't get shit coming back at you where Charlotte and Becky Lynch are fucking catfighting over fucking stupidity. Then the story about Becky Lynch being claimed as a hero in the locker room. Becky Lynch, a hero? A hero for what? Like Becky Lynch is the only woman that stood up to Charlotte Flair in the last 5-6 years? I'm sure Sasha Banks has said something about Charlotte Flair in the last 5 or 6 years. No, but Becky is the talk of the town. Becky Lynch is the one that gave birth recently, and everybody's got to bow to Becky Lynch, right? Becky Lynch is a hero to who? To the locker room? As far as I'm concerned, Becky Lynch is just as guilty as Charlotte Flair. She's just as a bigger bitch than Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch is a hero, yes, some fucking hero that comes back on night one and beats Bianca Belair in 26 seconds. Such a big fucking hero that she lobbied to Vince McMahon that she wants to turn heel reportedly. Some fucking hero. If you could go to the boss man and lobby to turn fucking heel when it only makes sense for you to come back as babyface, then you have every fucking ounce of power to tell that man, hey, Vince, I think it's wrong if we beat Bianca Belair in 26 seconds. She main evented WrestleMania. She beat Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship at the main event of WrestleMania. We don't want to stifle her momentum. No, but Becky Lynch is a fucking hero, right? She comes back and has no fucking say at all in beating Bianca Belair in 26 seconds. But yes, please claim that Becky Lynch is for the revolution. She's not. Becky Lynch is for Becky Lynch just as much as Charlotte Flair is for Charlotte fucking Flair. There's a reason why she's Becky Lynchburg. Becky Lynch can commit cold-blooded murder backstage and nobody would fucking bat an eyelash. If she's so loved, then I'm sure that her opinion is just as loved as herself. Give me a fucking break with this bullshit narrative that she's a fucking hero. She's not. And you feel it now. Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, there's no emotional investment in anything that's going on. Becky Lynch is one of the worst promos in WWE. She is fucking awful. Bianca Belair, I don't know what she wants to be. She wants to act all tough. But she comes out skipping and twirling her fucking hair and smiling. That's not what I look at when I look at somebody who calls himself the EST. This woman beat you in 26 seconds. Yeah, let me spin around. Let me dance around and twirl my fucking hair and smile for the camera. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know what she's supposed to be. It's such a huge misrepresentation of what the character really should be. And I'm sorry if this is factual information or hurts your fucking feelings, but this is how it is. If you want somebody to go spew to you how incredible Bianca Belair is and how she deserves all the championships, go listen to somebody else. Becky Lynch has destroyed Bianca Belair to a point where I once cared I don't anymore. All the hard work that Sasha Banks did to get Belair over at WrestleMania, wasted. She has not recovered yet. And this feud with Becky Lynch, I thought this was a new era. I thought we left that on SmackDown. But here we are, taking SmackDown feuds and doing them on Raw and parading around as if it's something new and fresh. It's not. It's not. There's no emotional investment in Bianca Belair because of one mistake that was 26 seconds. And even if you give her the championship back, what difference does it make? You ruined her momentum. When was the last time she won a fucking match? I don't know. Had to be at least 5-6 times now. The last 5 or 6 matches, has she won anything? No, but yeah, let's continue to push Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch on a brand that has Liv Morgan and all these other women that you called up. Tegan Knox. Let's go right back to the same feud that we've been doing for the last 2 months on SmackDown and label it as a new era. Give me a break. Becky is just as bad as Charlotte Flair. Don't let anybody fool you. Don't let anybody fool you. Becky was in the middle of the ring. This big graphic, this augmented reality graphic that's up on the screen. Very, very cringe-like. Becky's got her hair blowing in the wind. She's got these glasses that say Big Time Bex on it. She says it feels good to have her title back, a title she never lost. She said she intends to pick up right where she left off. She said she only came back 2 months ago, and she's been making headlines ever since. What headlines? I'd love to know. She said she sent Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair packing after overcoming insurmountable odds. She said she knows the fans don't want to see Belair anywhere near the title because there are others in line. She mentioned Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. She said they will learn you can't always get what you want unless you are her, because she always gets what she wants. There you go. WWE's even throwing it in your face. Becky says everybody will learn you can't get what you want unless you're Becky, because she always gets what she wants. You think that's just something for Big Time Bex to play up her heel character with, right? That is truth in plain sight right there. Belair dropped her earrings. I saw that. She dropped her earrings skipping to the ring. She said she didn't leave Crown Jewel with a sense of shame because she wasn't the one who got pinned. She said Becky cheated to win. Cheated to win, huh? I'm sorry. I don't think Bianca Belair knows the rules of a triple threat match. There are no rules. So how exactly did Becky cheat to win if there are no disqualifications in a triple threat match? Maybe she needs some seasoning in the PC, Miss Belair. Maybe it's all that hair twirling. Maybe it's got her fucking brain a little wrapped up, Miss Belair. And tell Becky she's the one who should feel ashamed. She said Becky can't run from her anymore. She said she beat Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. She beat Bayley at Hell in a Cell. And last week she beat Charlotte. So technically that earned her a title match against the Raw champion. Wow. She beat Sasha Banks in April. She beat Bayley in June. And then she beat Charlotte last week. But that's good enough for a title match against Becky Lynch. Pretty much shitting on the rest of the fucking roster. That's how stupid that statement sounds. You're shitting on the rest of the fucking roster by claiming you deserve a championship match because you beat Sasha in April, Bayley in June, and Charlotte last week. I don't know who writes this shit, but Jesus fucking Christ, man, get a proofreader. She said that her 26 seconds of fame is up. As for her title reign, Becky was just staring at her. She said the new face of Raw has arrived, and that is the EST of WWE. Very unoriginal and very just disingenuous. Nothing sounds real here. There's no real turmoil here. None. Becky said she thought she might claim to be the face of Raw, so she prepared something. She threw an image of her smiling after winning Crown Jewel on the Titantron. Becky said she overcame adversity by slapping the head off of it and becoming a hero to the people. She said Belair, on the other hand, had a straight shot to the title with a win at the Royal Rumble and at WrestleMania, and that's because she wasn't around then to stop her in her tracks. Belair said the only thing she's disappointed in is that she didn't smack the look off her face. Belair said all Becky is doing is trying to hide her hurt feelings. She said the fans are rooting for her, and Becky thought the fans would be cheering for her when she came back. She said behind the inflated ego and the title, she has nothing. She said having the title is a beautiful thing, but if you're not enough with it, you won't be anything without it. So Becky is continuing to stare at Bianca. She said at that day, she'll never be the fastest or the strongest or the smartest on her best day. She'll never be the fastest, the strongest, or the smartest. She says she sees right through Becky and sees her for what she really is. Becky told her if she wants to face her one more time to find out who the best is, look at her face and get to the back of the line, bitch. So they start brawling. Belair punched Becky. Becky continued to just trash talk. Belair gave Becky a spine buster and then threw her over the announce desk. Becky then found a kendo stick underneath the ring. Took a swing at Belair. Belair took it from her. Hit Becky with it a few times. She set up the KOD, but Becky raked her eyes and used the kendo stick to give her a side Russian leg sweep. Becky grabbed her title belt and retreated up the ramp. Then she says, if you want your match, you'll get it, but you ain't getting it tonight. They're actually doing it next week on Monday Night Raw, which I assume is in the main event of next week's show. And I would not be surprised if they give Belair the championship, because I don't think they want to do Charlotte versus Becky at Survivor Series. For two reasons. One, we've seen it so many fucking times before that I don't think anybody's interested in that match again. And number two, just coming out of SmackDown and all this bullshit, this backstage shit that we now know, I don't think they want anything to do with each other. And I think WWE is going to keep them far away from each other before anything gets even worse out of hand. This segment was shit. Belair's promo was shit. Becky Lynch's promo was shit. The post-match attack was shit. It was so uncoordinated. The side Russian leg sweep with the kendo stick looked terrible. Bianca swinging the kendo stick and Becky just standing there like a fucking blithering idiot, like a deer in headlights. Everything's just so unnatural here. What a terrible fucking segment. I don't know how anybody's interested in this championship match. I don't even give a shit who wins. I don't. Damian Priest. He makes his entrance with the United States Championship. He's got a new theme song. And he's got new graphics. And he's got no more Archer of Infamy vibe about him. He's not doing the bow. He's not coming out fire with the fucking flaming arrows. He's not doing none of that. His theme music is not changed. I don't know why they changed Damian Priest's theme music when it was one of the best theme songs in WWE. Or at least of the current crop of theme musics. I don't get why they need to change something that doesn't need to be changed. But I will say, Damian Priest looks great. I like the color of his new graphics. The theme song isn't terrible, but it's not better than the old one. But he comes out, I think the presentation is a little bit cleaner for Damian Priest. And it almost has, I don't want to say a Batman vibe to it. It's got this almost black/blue/red vibe going on with it. Almost like a Batman vibe, a Two-Face vibe. I don't know. You guys got to go and watch it. I believe it's on WWE's Twitter page. They actually have his new theme song and his new entrance. I don't mind it. But it's not better than the last one. He goes one-on-one with T-Bar. WWE changing theme musics, but they refuse to give Dominik Dijakovic his name and gimmick back. We're changing theme musics for Carmella, Keith Lee, and Damian Priest, but we refuse to make the change that is most necessary in T-Bar, going back to Dominik Dijakovic. I guess that's not on the list of priorities in WWE. Good luck with T-Bar. 3 minutes. These guys were actually having a good match up until the ending. Priest wins via disqualification. T-Bar landed a beautiful top rope moonsault. And Priest fought back, knocked T-Bar to the floor. T-Bar then took one of the commentary chairs and threw it at Damian Priest, which netted him a disqualification. Damian Priest wins in 3 minutes. Priest was very angry and clotheslined T-Bar. He then tossed him around ringside, and he's got this new intensity about him, does Damian Priest. And Priest's eyes, says Graves, is pure hellfire. Priest then gave T-Bar the reckoning in the ring. So it looks like Damian Priest went from being cool, calm, and collected to a little bit more intense and someone with a little bit of edge. But the thing is, you can refresh Damian Priest all you want. You can change Damian Priest's music all you want. You can change his graphics and the way he does his presentation coming down to the ring. I don't know if you guys are with me on this, but I feel like Damian Priest is not where he should be as far as crowd reaction is concerned. I think Damian Priest is kind of lost in translation. And this is typical for an NXT guy getting called up to the main roster. You know, the shit with Bad Bunny, that was fine. Bad Bunny's an international superstar, so it was only going to be positive for Damian Priest. But it feels like Damian Priest can't really get himself any momentum as far as that crowd reaction is concerned, and it is very concerning, especially being that he's the United States champion. Now, change is good. Change in WWE is good. I think, in this case, it's good because they believe in Damian Priest, and Vince McMahon would not change something if he doesn't see promise in it. But he needs to get those crowd reactions very quickly, or it's not going to be a good thing for Damian Priest. And we have high hopes for him. He's a little bit of an older performer on the roster. And typically WWE doesn't want older performers on their roster, or at least doesn't want to push older guys on the roster. But at this point, who else do they have? And Damian Priest has a lot to like. He's very good in the ring. He's got a great look. He's got a great presentation. He cuts a great promo. He's just not getting the reaction. And my God, T-Bar needs to fucking go. Give me Dijakovic. Give me Dijakovic back. On any other night, I'd be excited about this match. But T-Bar? No. I'm sorry. This shit sucks. Carmella is newly engaged to Corey Graves. Congratulations on their engagement. Happy for the happy couple. Corey Graves has this ridiculous mustache. Bro, not a fan. I'm not a fan, bro. It doesn't look very metalish. Carmella says she is the precious, rare, expensive diamond in WWE, which makes her the perfect fit for the red brand. She said everyone is jealous of her, and no one can stop her dominance. Liv Morgan versus Carmella. Man, I thought we were in a new era. Man. We're taking SmackDown matches and putting them on Raw. Great job, Bruce. Great job. This went 4 minutes. Carmella took more time putting on her fucking mask than she did in the ring. So, the best part about this match was Liv Morgan on the outside throwing Carmella into the announce desk, and she made a comment under her breath about congratulating Corey Graves on his engagement to Carmella. And then Byron Saxton said he enjoyed Carmella's face hitting the table, and look at how great Liv Morgan looks. Graves told Saxton that the only reason he's not engaged right now is because inanimate objects cannot say yes. Back in the ring, they exchanged some near falls. Carmella finished Morgan off with a finishing move. I believe it was a face buster. Carmella took her protective mask off and celebrated after beating Liv Morgan. I guess Liv Morgan is not getting the push that her fan base desires. WWE knows exactly what they're doing, and they're not going to give you what you want. You know when they're going to push Liv Morgan? When she's gone from WWE. You'll see more Liv Morgan on their website and on their YouTube channel and on their Twitter page than you do right now in WWE. Bearcat Lee. Keith Bearcat Lee versus Cedric Alexander. We're going to go over Bearcat Lee and my rant on Bearcat Lee. Not really a rant, more of a I'm a concerned fan for Bearcat Lee. But I want to say thank you to everybody in the venue, man. We're looking at 2,500 in the chat. 774 likes. Let's get those thumbs up. I need 1,000. There's 2,500 in here, man. There should be no less than 1,000 likes. If you have not hit the thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up right now on the live stream chat. Continue to get your super chats in. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications and continue to join the VIP room, man. Hit that join button. Become a channel member right here on OTS. Today, sponsored by my great friends over at Exter. This may become my new favorite wallet, man. This may become my new favorite wallet, and this is awesome. Who's Exter? Have you guys ever heard of Exter before? Exter, the world's largest smart wallet brand. They design innovative solutions to improve the way you carry your everyday items. And I got a key card, man, or a key tracker. I got the tracker right here. We're going to do a live demonstration right now on OTS, but I want to show you the wallet first. Absolutely beautiful leather, man. The leather is so great. You open it up, and look at this. There's a switch at the bottom of the wallet, and your cards, they're going to pop up like that, man. Very easy, very streamlined. You put it right back in, and they go in, and you guys can have easy access to anything that you want to carry. It comes with a cash strap as well. It comes with some pockets as well if you guys want to carry any additional items with you. It's even got a back pocket as well. This is awesome, man. And then I got the key tracker. This thing is trackable worldwide. This is the one wallet you won't have to worry about losing. This thing is voice activated and it's solar powered. 2 hours in sunlight gives you up to 3 months of charge with this key tracker, man. And I'm going to show you this right now. Let me shut Pilot off. I hate shutting Pilot off, man, but I got to show you this. Now, if you guys lost your wallet, okay, you're going to download the app called Chipolo and listen to this. Watch this. Look at that. The device is ringing. You won't even have to worry about losing your wallet. It syncs via Bluetooth to the card and your phone. And if you guys want, you can absolutely do it reverse. If you lose your phone, the key tracker can help you find your phone. You know how many people lose their phone in their house? Look at that. That is fucking awesome, man. And you even get a notification. Here I am, waiting to be found. You guys can absolutely get yourself one of these, man. Go to Exter.com, use code Jerry5, and save yourself some money, man. I want to thank them for supporting the show and being a great friend and a sponsor right here on Off the Script. Excellent stuff, man. It's going to be my new go-to wallet. I love it. I love it. Bearcat Lee versus Cedric Alexander. He wins in 2 minutes. I was very, very disappointed and very disheartened by this match. Keith Lee looked genuinely terrible, man. He looked genuinely terrible. His theme music was changed again. They changed this guy's theme music again. After they took his original theme from him, he went back and re-recorded a new theme that he put vocals on, only to have that taken away, and now he's got something that has roar in it. They got tiger sounds. They got sounds of the jungle in it. He comes out looking as generic and feeling as generic as humanly possible. He beats Cedric in 2 minutes with the BBC, the Big Bang Catastrophe. I am very disheartened by this, man, and I know a lot of people are wondering that Keith Lee, this is his idea. Bearcat is his idea. He's paying homage to an old-time wrestler. Whatever you want your excuse to be to help you sleep at night, by all means, bro. By all means. Continue to think that way. Keith Lee was asked by he who shall not be named with the fucking ridiculous-looking pussy emo haircut on Fox. You guys know who he is. Keith Lee was asked how much of his true self is in the character he portrays on TV. He says this, and I quote, "It depends on which character you're talking about. Previously, if you're referring to anything in my time in NXT, or when I first came up to the main roster, I would say that there wasn't really a character. It was just me being me, having fun and enjoying myself. I would say that was just me turned up to a certain level that was above average. I would say that Bearcat has some relevance as to who I am, but at a more competitive level, almost football related. A guy that wants to get business done. Bearcat is a guy that just walks out there ready to decimate whomever is in the ring. It's a really interesting switch for sure." All the geeks out there that say this was a throwback and an homage to Bearcat, whoever, back in the olden days. If it was, don't you think Keith Lee would have mentioned that here in this interview? So whatever helps you sleep at night, bro, whatever helps you sleep at night. You are wrong. I am correct again. Keith Lee was asked if Vince McMahon was hands-on with the switch in his character. Keith Lee says this, and I quote, "Yeah, I would say that he's been quite hands-on. Honestly, that's something I need because I want to know what he wants as opposed to making a guess or some sort of estimation, hypothesis, or whatever the case may be. If I know what he wants directly, then it makes it that much easier to give him what he's looking for. He's the man. He runs this. And if he wants a specific thing out of his talents, then the job is to give him what he wants." He sounds like a fucking shill if I ever seen one. So again, where are all the geeks online that say that Keith Lee came up with this character for himself and he went to WWE Creative, he went to Vince McMahon and said, yeah, Vince, I want to name myself Bearcat. Sounds like Vince is very hands-on with this character. Sounds like Vince is very hands-on in the character and the direction of where it's going. Sounds like Vince is hands-on with the creation of this character and not Keith Lee like all these fucking geeks online claim that he had a hand in. Keith Lee wrestled tonight, and it seems so forced. Keith Lee's in-ring style seems so forced. I don't even recognize who he is anymore. Terrible theme music. He comes out wearing these oversized boxing basketball shorts with fucking purple bear claws running through it. He's got the name Bearcat on the back of his trunks. He's in this singlet with fucking purple bear claws running through it. He's moving around slow. He's moving around methodical. He's wrestling not like Keith Lee. But honestly, it reminds me of Braun Strowman. They're turning Keith Lee into Braun Strowman. You killed every piece of thing that we loved about Keith Lee to turn him into this and recreate a big man in Keith Lee when we already know he's a big man that WWE really had no value in from day one, Braun Strowman. One of the most generic big mans in all of WWE was Braun Strowman. You want to take Keith Lee and mold him into that? Why don't you utilize Keith Lee for what brought him to the dance? And that is being Keith Lee. If you actually let Keith Lee go out there and beat Keith Lee would have been over. We've seen it once before. I don't know why you don't think it would work again. Go back to Survivor Series 2 years ago when he was in the ring with Roman fucking Reigns. Guy got a standing ovation. Guy got a standing ovation in the ring with Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble the following year. I don't understand why there is a need to change because it's not your creation. You got to put your stamp on it because Triple H had it right and Vince couldn't stand Triple H having a guy in Keith Lee get over because of what he did in NXT. He's got to change the entire fucking package of Keith Lee to fit some fucking bullshit, cartoony bullshit character, and now he is dead on arrival. Good luck getting anybody to care about fucking Bearcat Keith Lee. This is professional wrestling. Keith Lee was a professional wrestler who did things that a man his size would not be able to do. Most people that size can't do what he does, yet you wanted to take that aspect away from him. People enjoyed that Keith Lee. People paid to see that Keith Lee. People wanted to like and cheer and get invested in that Keith Lee. I don't need some Nickelodeon fucking cartoon gimmick behind somebody who played football. He went out there and threw his fucking weight around and did moonsaults and planches better than anybody. That you want to have him move around and fucking throw his weight around like Braun Strowman or Mark Henry or fucking Kane. Nobody's going to be a fucking Mark Henry and nobody's going to be a goddamn Kane. Why do you expect Keith Lee to be in the same mold as those guys when what brought him to the dance, nobody else on the roster was doing? They are mental. Bruce Pritchard needs to be actively fucking removed from creative, number one. Vince McMahon needs to be admitted into a fucking nursing home. This guy is out of his fucking mind. Keith Lee is dead on arrival. Dead. And no sign of Karrion Kross. Where is he? Daniel Craig is giving up 007. Is he going to audition for the next James Bond movie? This show sucks. Everything about this show sucks. The mishandling of talent is fucking pathetic. It is so fucking sad. It really is. How anybody could get used to this shit? How anybody can watch this shit with a fucking straight face? I don't know. I don't know. He wins in 2 minutes. Good job. Dominik Mysterio. He wrestled Austin Theory. This was a simple setup to start this match. There was a clip earlier in the day where Ray was getting ready for his match in the locker room. Dominik asked if he needed anything. Ray says he's getting in the zone and it's been a while since he's been in a ladder match. Dominik says he's got this. Don't worry. You'll win it. Ray thanked him for having faith in him. Austin Theory walked up to them and said, Ray, you're the king of 619 and you've also been my hero. Still are my hero. Theory wanted to take a selfie. But then he said, why don't you take the selfie or take the picture for us? To Dominik. Dominik said, listen, I'm not a photographer, and this isn't your locker room. Theory then challenged Dominik to a match, and Theory accepted. Austin Theory wins in 3 minutes with an ATL, a sloppy-looking ATL, for the 1, 2, 3. You know, I don't really understand what we're doing here. Austin Theory's great. I think Austin Theory is going to be one of my favorite aspects of Monday Night Raw. That's the type of guy you want to see build up to the next level. That's the type of guy you want to see WWE Creative get behind and take him to the next level. Austin Theory is going to be perfect. He's 23 years old. The sky's the limit for Austin. He's got a great look. He's great in the ring. Great. Hopefully they know what the fuck they're doing with him. Dominik Mysterio is a weird situation. And I was talking to Jesse about this tonight, and I agree with him 100%. Dominik Mysterio is so up and down that nobody is really, truly invested emotionally in Dominik Mysterio. This guy should honestly be booked. He should be booked like a Darby Allin or a Sammy Guevara or Jungle Boy. That's how Dominik Mysterio should be booked. But he's booked like a loser to lose in 3 minutes to Austin Theory. That could be a good match. But he's booked to lose in 3 minutes to Austin Theory. Wasn't this the guy that brought Seth Rollins to the limit at SummerSlam 2 years ago? Wasn't this the guy that everybody trusted to take down the evil Seth Rollins, the Messiah Seth Rollins, in honor of his father at SummerSlam? Now he's losing in 3 minutes in a non-competitive match against Austin Theory. What went wrong here? 2 years ago, Dominik was in the fucking ring with Seth Rollins, having a great match. And 2 years later, to where we are now, he's deteriorated into a fucking jobber. That's not how you build superstars. And here I thought WWE was actually going to do something with Rey Mysterio's son. You're not really setting him up for the future if you're having him losing 3 fucking minutes to Austin Theory. That job could have easily went to somebody else. Where's Jackson Riker these days? Where's Elias? Couldn't give him Akira Tozawa? Or Drew Gulak? Dominik Mysterio is a jobber. And the mishandling of Dominik Mysterio continues to get worse and worse every single week. This is why Dominik should have started off in NXT. If there's one thing that Dominik should have done, it's start off in NXT. In fact, I don't even know why the fuck he's on the main roster now. The new NXT is picture perfect for Dominik Mysterio. Could have had a feud with Legado del Fantasma. What the fuck do I know? What do I know? Randy Orton and Matt Riddle versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler for the Raw Tag Team titles. RKBro wins in 11 minutes. Riddle dove after being beaten down. Got the hot tag to Orton. Orton set up a draping DDT. Ziggler distracted. Roode snapped Orton's neck over the top rope. He then threw Orton into the timekeeper's area. He then tagged Ziggler in, who immediately went after Roode and Orton at ringside. Eventually, Riddle hot tagged in as Ziggler got the hot tag. Riddle missed with a Pele kick. He landed a knee strike instead. He beat up both Ziggler and Roode with some rapid-fire strikes. Roode broke up a cover on Ziggler after a Broton. Orton entered and gave Roode an RKO. Ziggler gave Orton a super kick and took him out of the match. Riddle then scored a 2 count with a crucifix. Ziggler came back with a roll-up for 2, and then Riddle countered with a leverage pin that I've never seen done before by Matt Riddle. And he got the 1-2-3 leverage pin on Dolph Ziggler, and RK-Bro retains the Tag Team Championships. Decent little match. It's just very difficult to care about. Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler in a Tag Team Championship opportunity. WWE had originally scheduled Omos and AJ Styles on this night, but I guess they wanted to do 4 other fucking rematches and not give us a 5th one, so they changed this one before the show went on the air from AJ and Omos to Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Whatever. We got the ladder match. Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens The winner of this match is the #1 contender for Big E's WWE Championship. This went 22 minutes to close Monday Night Raw. Owens was the man early, getting the advantage using the ladders. Rollins dodged a senton, and Owens crashed onto a ladder, which took us to a commercial break. Rollins was standing tall. He used the ladder on all three guys until Balor stomped a ladder on him, which looked cool. Balor also gave Owens a back body drop on the same ladder. Balor and Mysterio battled up atop the ladder until Owens pushed it over. Rollins gave Owens a buckle bomb. Owens bounced back and gave him a super kick before falling over due to the buckle bomb. Owens then climbed the ladder, had his hand on the contract for a momentary second. Mysterio jumped up and stopped him. Owens fought off Mysterio before attacking Balor and Rollins with the ladder. Owens set up a table, but he and Balor were wiped out by Rollins and a suicide dive. Mysterio gave Rollins a bulldog. Rollins prevented him from trying a 619 on Owens. Mysterio then managed to use a 619 to kick the ladder into Owens' face before doing a senton with the ladder. Mysterio and Rollins then wiped out by Balor's flip dive over the top rope, which led to the final commercial break. Mysterio then climbed the ladder as Rollins gave Owens a DDT, but Rollins also managed to knock the ladder over. Balor then gave Rollins a sling blade, then drop kicked him into the ladder. Everyone was shredding moves. Owens took out Mysterio. A ladder bridge was set up on the outside from the ring apron to the announce desk. And Mysterio once again tried to climb up the ladder. Balor jumped up there, cut him off. Owens took Balor down and gave him a stunner. Mysterio went after Owens, but Owens powerbombed him through a table. Not really that impactful, but Mysterio went through the table. That took him out. Owens again had his hand on the contract, climbing up the ladder. Rollins stopped him. Owens tried to powerbomb Rollins out of the ring, but Rollins gave him a back body drop over the ropes through the ladder bridge that was set up. Rollins then gave Balor a curb stomp, climbed the ladder, and grabbed the contract. Rollins wins. He is the #1 contender against Big E for the WWE Championship. At the end of the match, Big E's music hit. Rollins was walking up the aisleway. He was greeted by Big E. He went to go shake Big E's hand. Big E was shaking his head. Yes, yes, and kind of congratulating him. And that's the way the show went off the air. This show was a fucking dumpster fire if I ever seen one, but the ladder match was pretty cool. Not really much to the ladder match. It was pretty academic as far as ladder matches go for a TV main event spot on USA Network on Monday Night Raw. But that's pretty much it. There was really nothing else to this show. And I really feel that WWE needs to start doing a little bit better. This is a new era, a new show. It's supposed to be fresh, right? What exactly are we doing? There's nothing but the same shit with new faces. Most of this is from SmackDown, now on Raw. And the cast of characters that they have on this show, man, I am not feeling any investment. This is coming from a lifelong fan. Some of these men I loved in NXT. And you're not getting any emotional investment in me at all. What a horrible show. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for all of your support. Continue to hit that thumbs up, man. We got 941 likes. We only need 60 more for 1,000. Can we do it, guys? 60 more for 1,000. Continue to get those super chats in. We're going to hang out in just a little bit. It's happy hour. It's last call. Well, it's not happy hour. It's been happy hour all day, but it's last call at the bar right now. So make sure you guys get your super chats in. And make sure you guys go and check out my sponsor for today's show, Exter.com. Use code Jerry5 at checkout and get yourself this cool wallet, man. Seriously, Christmas is coming up. You may have a birthday coming up, an anniversary coming up. It makes a great gift, man. If you want to buy yourself something, get yourself a nice wallet. Everybody, every man deserves a nice wallet, bro. And make sure you guys go check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. Everything is on the homepage right now, waiting for you. More content from OTS. We are going to start the Super Chat party at the top. I appreciate you guys getting your supers in. Michelle Moran with a $2 super chat. Same crap, different people, and no bill to Survivor Series. Lazy. It's exactly what I said, Michelle. Exactly what I said. Lauren Hutton with a $1.99, a $1.99, and a 99-cent super chat. Riddle with a roll-up pin. Why? Why not? Raw has all this star power, and yet we get rematches. What did you expect? It's Bruce Pritchard. And then she leaves me a crying face super sticker emoji. Lauren, put it in the tip jar. It'll make you feel better. Raging Girl Gamer with the $4.99 super chat. Couldn't sleep. We're going to try to now. I know Raw was a great show as usual. Love you, JD, and the OTS fan. Jesse! Is she gone? I can't have this in the venue, bro. It's too late for this shit. Raw was a great show. You hear this shit? Make sure she's gone. The Phenom with a Canadian $10 super chat. Thank you, Phenom. It's a lot of money, bro. What do you think of Walter coming up to SmackDown and going undefeated for a year? And if they get Rock at Mania, Roman beats Rock, drops the title to Walter at SummerSlam. Only if we could trust them. Bro, I don't want Walter anywhere near the main roster. I don't want Walter anywhere near the main roster, man. Rock and Roman? Roman's definitely beating Rock. Don't get me to do your dirty work, says Jesse. Listen, bro. Bro, listen, I have that Thunder Rosa card up my sleeve, man. Don't let me call Rosa up. And from what I'm told, Lee Johnson's not happy with you, bro. Not happy with you. Tony Brown with a $4.99 super chat. Raw doesn't know what to do. I'm convinced. Rinse and repeat OTS for life. Tony Brown, they never know what to do, bro. Double D with the Canadian $5 super chat. Hi, JD. With the recent Charlotte drama, would you take a chance on bringing her in AEW if you were TK? Or would the AEW women's roster be against it? Bro, I don't care where she goes. I really don't care. Tony Khan would absolutely bring in Charlotte Flair. Reggie Smith becomes a member for 2 months. Thank you, Reggie Smith. Member for 2 months. Let's fucking go. Much love, JD. I'm lost for words, but keep up the amazing work as always. Can't wait for part 2 in Chicago, as I always say. Lauren Hutton with a $1.99 super chat. Liv congratulating Corey on his engagement. Michael McFarland with a $4.99 super chat. What's up, JD? Just wanted to say good luck to your Braves in the World Series. Thank you, Michael McFarland. Yo, top dollar in the chat. So does your sneaker game, bro. Philip Newton with a $4.99 super chat. What do you think about the nuclear heat with Charlotte Flair? Philip Newton, open up your fucking subscription box and watch the extra I did on it. Sage Black Wolf with a $1.99 super chat. The ladder match was okay, or somewhat. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, it was all right. Phil Newton with a $4.99 super chat. One of my friends told me to lower my expectations and I will enjoy WWE again. What expectations? That people are going to be buried and rematches. Philip Newton, your friend is a fucking idiot. Lower expectations. Nobody in this realm expects mediocrity, bro. We only want the best. Sounds like your friend has zero IQ and absolutely no taste in anything he watches. I can only imagine his taste in women. Ricardo Linnell with a $25 super chat. JD, we all know why the WWE is doing their pay-per-views on Saturdays, especially if they coincidentally fall on the same night as the pay-per-views that AEW is putting on. I hate WWE. Oh, by the way, fuck Bruce Pritchard. Thank you, Ricardo. Yeah, don't they have a Labor Day pay-per-view? I wonder why. Nick Khan is being very coy, man. AEW? What's that? Yeah, but you conveniently book AEW, an AEW weekend for a WWE pay-per-view. Sure thing. Double D with a Canadian $5 super chat. Started Resident Evil 7 Biohazard again. Forgot how scary this game is. Would you agree the sound of a safe house is amazing and stressful? Or after stressful fight? Yes. Bro, the sound of a safe house in any Resident Evil game sounds fantastic. I enjoyed 8 better than 7, though. And today on the second channel, you guys, I don't know if you guys realize I have a second YouTube channel. Had some people over there in the chat today. Oh, I didn't know JD plays games. Where the fuck have you been? Today we played all of the walkthrough of the new game House of Ashes. It's from the same people that made Until Dawn. It wasn't as good as Until Dawn, but it was an excellent game. I loved it. We had a blast over there, man. Go check that out. Akachira with a $5 super chat. I really didn't like the no-sell Becky pulled on Bianca. She made the kendo sticks look like pillows. Becky Lynch sucks, bro. This version of Becky Lynch is awful. I enjoyed Becky Lynch after she won the title. The first time. And the build up to Ronda Rousey. That was my favorite Becky Lynch. This Becky Lynch sucks. Joseph Walker, get the fuck out of my venue, bro. Get in the chat. Great Raw tonight. Fuck out of here, man. Nobody's allowed to say that over here. If you guys want the name of the second channel, it is in the description. You know, I put very good things in the description, man. You guys got to go check the description out. It's full of vital information. Cody Tyler Clyde with a $15 super chat. JD, it's been a minute. For the last 8 months, I've been homeless. I finally got into an apartment, and man, you helped me on lonely nights and tough days at work. I just want to say thank you. I'm back. OTS for life. I'm sorry to hear that, Cody. That's a terrible situation, man. I'm glad and we're glad that you found an apartment, you got a job. And listen, bro, if I can help you in any way, you know I'll always be here, man. You know where to find me every single week. Anthony Olivares with a $5 super chat. Hey, yo. Just got one question for you, brother. Slayer or obituary? Slayer. I was never an obituary guy. The Undertaker with a $2 super chat. This guy's got a very difficult question, man. I'm going to see if I could possibly answer this. Greatest metal album ever. Bro. I don't know if that question can be answered, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. Sepulturas arise, or testaments the gathering. That's it. I have spoken. Bradley Robinette with a $1.99 super chat. The football game sucked. WWE sucked. JD is awesome. Micah with a $1.99 super chat. Cena versus Big E at the Rumble. What do you think? Go for it. Wings of Wendy's Chili. I was going to say Wings of Redemption. Wings of Wendy's Chili with a $5 super chat. Look here. Listen. Monday Night Raw needs to be sent to Ban World right away. Like, honestly, Wheel Talk, shout out to my Pepsi pimps. Frody 420 in the chat. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to, bro, but honestly, obviously you don't know metal. Master of Puppets, bro. What the fuck? Bro, Master of Puppets isn't even Metallica's best album. You're claiming it's the best metal album of all time. The fuck is wrong with you? Watch your fucking mouth in my chat. There's not one Metallica album better than Sepultura's Arise. Not one. Not one single fucking album. Or Beneath the Remains. Try again. Metallica's best album is Ride the Lightning. Questing Beast. $5 super chat. Zelina Vega and her new British accent are about to be haunted by the ghost of Lord Alfred Hayes. She'd be so lucky. Undertaker, you see where you started, bro? I'm more pissed about the fucking music than I am about Zelina Vega. Brock Lesnar with a $2 super chat. Uh-oh. Sable loves my all-meat diet, says Brock Lesnar. Full of vitamins and nutrients, Brock Lesnar. I hope Sable is getting her proper nutrients for a daily intake. Jesse, the fact that you said Hoobastank shows me that you know zero about rock music. Magician Sapphire with a $10 super chat. A new era of Raw with the same old horse shit. Or bullshit. Yes. Indeed. It's awful. It is fucking awful, man. This show is an embarrassment to pro wrestling. Coiled Phoenix becomes a member for 3 months. Thank you, Coiled Phoenix. Sorry I've been MIA lately, but I've been going through some personal stuff recently, but I haven't forgot about my OTS fam. Sending my love to you guys as always. Thank you, Coiled Phoenix. Whatever you're going through, we're here for you. You know, Trivium's Crusade, I thought it was overrated, man. I actually enjoyed In Waves better. And the best Trivium albums are the last two. What the Dead Men Say and In the Court of the Dragon. Phenomenal albums. I'd even take Silence in the Snow over The Crusade. I thought that album was fucking fantastic. Brock Lesnar with another $2 super chat. He's got 2 of them. All right, Frodo, I can listen. Frodo. Oh, Frody, 420. We can agree, man. Burn My Eyes is an incredible album. But it's not Machine Head's best. There's no way Burn My Eyes is better than The Blackening. No way. No way, man. Adam Collins, Shogun was incredible, but I prefer this Trivium, man. They're a little bit more mature. This is Trivium at its best, the last two albums. Brock Lesnar, when Sable throws it back, I always grab a handful. And then he says, Sable's kitty leaks more than Niagara Falls. Silent One with a $5 super chat. OTS for life. I've been on your main and second channels a lot. Any other games up next on your second channel? Shout out to JD in the chat. Thank you, Silent One. I seen you in the chat today, brother. Thank you for hanging out most of that stream, man. Forum Storm Central with a $2.77 super chat. JD, where you rank Andre the Giant heel turn on Hogan? If that's the incident you're talking about with the crooked referee, I think that ranks up there pretty high, man. That was awesome. You know, Kotz actually may be Brock Lesnar, man. I didn't even think of that. That's exactly the way he speaks. At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul is great. It's a great album. Alexis Rodriguez with a $5 super chat. JD, what would happen first? Mets winning the World Series or Raw being good? Mets winning the World Series for sure. Scott Toda with a $5 super chat. Thank you, JD. Cousin funeral, nice. Because you and Jesse allowed to go fund me. Not enough. Thank you, JD. Heal Jesse. I'm assuming your cousin passed away, Scott. And if that is the case, thoughts and prayers to Scott Toda in the chat. Tan May. This guy is a member for 23 months, bro. One more month, and Tan May has the gold microphone. Oh, my goodness. He'll be the first one. Best YouTuber in the IWC. Thank you, Tan May. The Gary Sphere with a $5 super chat. Hey, JD, I just want to show some love. I'm still around, keeping up with your channel. Just been busy here lately. Have a Jaeger bomb on me, brother. Thank you so much, Gary. I love me a good old Jaeger bomb. Hope you're doing well, bro. Yo, Kevin McBee, I see you in the chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. Furious Nation with a $10 super chat. What's up, JD? Raw was terrible tonight, as always. Nothing but rematches. Not even one Survivor Series qualifying match tonight, yet they want to say that Raw tonight was a new era. Nothing on WWE TV matters, bro. They book whatever they want. They don't give a shit. Reggie Smith with a $4.99 super chat. JD, did you see WWE's tweet showing Liv Morgan on Raw? As the caption states, Destination Houston. LOL. As we all know, that favors Ruby. No, I did not see that, Reggie Smith. Bushi Clementine with two $2 super chats for that guy that said Black Album. Really? Listen, man, Black Album's a great album. Black Album is a great metal album, bro. Thoughts on Arch Enemy? Got into them recently. Not a fan. Wages of Sin was a great album, though. They're very generic. Female vocalist who is as generic as they come. She doesn't really do anything different. Metalhead for Life with a $9.99 super chat. OTS Forever and best metal album is Rain in Blood. If that's what you think, that's what you think, man. Rain in Blood is a monumental, influential album. Oz Inglorious with a $5 super chat. Where do you rate Lamb of God and Pantera amongst the greats? Hate WWE, but love the stream. AEW for life. Lamb of God is not my cup of tea. Though they have a fantastic drummer, and I'm not a fan of Randy Blythe. Pantera is one of the best metal bands of all time. I cannot hate on Pantera. I love, obviously, their early stuff, Cowboys in Hell. And I love Vulgar Display. Listen, man, I love Reinventing the Steel. I thought that was a great album. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was a really underrated album. Furious Nation with a $5 super chat. I'm really looking forward to OTS tomorrow regarding Charlotte Flair. Can't wait. I'm happy to hear it, Nation. Thank you. Frody, Far Beyond Driven. There was a lot of nothing tracks on that album, man, but Far Beyond Driven probably has Pantera's best song ever. 5 minutes alone. I think 5 minutes alone is Pantera's best song. That's just me. There's just something about that song, man, that just makes you want to fucking punch somebody in the face. That and War Nerve off of Great Southern Trendkill. Storm Jess with a $2 super chat. Jamie Hayter or Mandy Rose for hottest wrestler? Jamie Hayter. Furious Nation with a $5 super chat. Also, on this day, 5 years ago, Randy Orton joined Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper of the Wyatt family. Good times, man. Yeah, they fucked it up. Metalhead for Life with a $4.99 super chat. Says, keep it up with a super emoji con. Thank you, bro. Double D with a Canadian $5 super chat. JD, who was the worst band you have ever seen live? For me, it was Smashing Pumpkins. Singer sounded like a cat dying. Luckily, I didn't pay for tickets. Oh, man, that's a tough one. Worst band I've seen live? Typically, I don't go see shitty bands. It might have been Oasis. I was dragged to an Oasis show. And I thought they were terrible. Either them or Chevelle. One or the other. Adam Collin with a Canadian $5 super chat. He leaves no message. Anthony Olivares with a $2 super chat. Hey, yo. Arise or ride the lightning. Arise. Bushi Clementine, $5 super chat. I agree, Black Album is solid, but their best metal album ever? No. No way. It's not even their greatest album. And Scott Toda with a $2 super chat. New IWC reigning champion confirmed, Heel Jesse. Listen, man, don't feed his ego. Don't feed this clown's ego, okay? Philip Newton with a $4.99 super chat. I saw Black Label Society last Thursday, and it was awesome. Are you a fan of Zakk Wylde? No. I am not. My favorite guitar player is Michael Romeo of Symphony X. The Undertaker. $2 super chat. He says, glad I started this metal discussion. And Metalhead for Life. Saw Pantera 13 times, Slayer 15 times. Your greatest You're the greatest of all time. Thank you, brother, with a $4.99 super chat. I've seen Cannibal Corpse 7 times. I've seen Cannibal Corpse 7 times in concert, man. In fact, my first concert was Cannibal Corpse, Nile, The Crown, and Chrysion from Brazil at L'Amour's in New York City. Never forget it, man. Anyway, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I could talk metal all night long for you guys. If I don't, I'll never get sleep. I appreciate you guys very much, man. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Make sure you guys go and get your hats, man. Sign up. Listen, sign up for the Patreon and get a fucking hat, okay? I got it made for you. Patreon.com/JD from NY206. Go check out all the other content that you might have missed on the channel on the homepage. Go get your wallets. Exter.com. Use code Jerry5 at checkout. Exter.com. EKSTER.com. Anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. I will see you all tomorrow. Go Braves, NXT, Halloween Havoc, Extra. I may live stream on the second channel. It's going to be a busy day. I need those guitar emojis in the chat, and if you got them, I need those Mustang emojis, and I need that music on max. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more content on the channel. Thank you so much for a great night, and I'll see you back in the venue tomorrow.